Good morning, everybody. My name is Nicola and I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's great to have you, and if you're returning, thank you for coming back to spend some time with me today. So today I am working on this Heaven and Earth design. It's their Freebie Maui Princess, and I am, if I zoom in on this, currently working on this blue section here. So let's have a little bit of a stitch. As you can see, I've done quite a lot of it. I'm going to be filling in this part, but I've currently got a thread attached here, so I shall use up the rest of that. So yeah, thought we'd have a bit of a stitch with me and a chit chat, although I don't think I've got an awful lot to talk about today, so there might be some long periods of silence in this video, and can't think today. Yeah, I just because, like I said, I haven't got an awful lot, on the agenda to talk about. So I've done just over 300 stitches thus far today. I've been up quite early. My daughter left to go to work at 5:30, so I was up just before she left today. So I hope everybody is well. We aren't too bad. Weather's getting nicer. Heating has gone off. It's been very mild, certainly where I am in the UK. Temperatures in sort of double digits, 12 and 14 degrees. So the heating has gone off. No need to keep it running. We'll just end up having a bake. Is it like in your part of the world? I'd be interested to know. I was watching a video this morning, and the presenter on it was remarking about how we in the UK, we are never happy with the weather. It's either too hot or too cold, or too windy, or not enough wind, or overcast, or there's never a satisfactory day, is there? Let's move the camera a touch. Oh, that's far too far in. So last week here in the UK on Sunday, it was Mother's Day, Mothering Sunday. I know it's different in sort of other parts in the world, but ours is, I think it's the 4th Sunday in Lent that we have Mother's Day here in the UK. And the girls came through with a card and some gifts, and my eldest daughter is balloon obsessed, so there were also some balloons knocking about. Does give me a little sort of reflection time, and reflect on the loss of my mother. The year that she passed away, Mother's Day was quite quick after we'd had her funeral. It was about a couple of weeks after her burial, and that was particularly difficult. I think as a mum, if you lose your mum, although you've got the joy in your own children, days like Mother's Day are sort of quite hard, quite difficult. I wouldn't say that I was necessarily terribly close to my mum, but we had a decent relationship, and I do miss her. So it's also made sort of doubly hard by card and gift manufacturers. You know, like if you've ever used something like Moonpig, you always get their sort of circular emails saying, have you got your Mother's Day card, and etc, etc. And I do find those a little bit difficult, to the point, I mean, that one company was sending them 2 or 3 times a day, which I found incredibly, frustrating and annoying, because, I don't want to have, got to flip my hoop, I don't want to have, a constant reminder that I don't, I could buy a Mother's Day card for my mum-in-law, but the constant reminder that my mum is not here is just, it doesn't make me happy. I don't have any grandparents left, so yeah, a little bit insensitive of some of these card companies. Right, so I'm going to do this nice bit of filling in just here now. So last weekend we also had Andy's children here, so I had a house full. And then this week it's, as usual, back to work. And at the time you're watching this, it'll be next week. And Andy and I will have had a trip out filming. So, yeah, there's always something. Spring has definitely sprung. I'm glad that there's no more snow, although we have, well, there hasn't been any snow, should I say. Had a bit of rain. But even so, it's the weather's lovely at the minute. Nice and mild, just the way we like it. I'm really hoping, though, that the summer isn't like last year with, temperatures hitting near nigh 40 degrees. That was so uncomfortable. So as I film, excuse me, as I film this, it's a Friday morning. The house is lovely and quiet, so we're not going to get interruptions from people coming in or people leaving or the girls not being able to find something, or you know, whatever. It has happened in the last sort of few videos. So this is pure stitching today, no parenting. I've really wanted to get this piece back out because I absolutely love working on this one. I think it's the colours. These beautiful bright sort of jewel tones. They're just such happy colours. Not gonna lie though, I've got a new start hankering. And because me and Andy are going out this weekend, I'm doubling up on my full coverage today because I won't be able to work on it tomorrow. By the time I come back, it'll be too late to put in 500 stitches and then pick up my eagle. So I figured that if I did 1,000 stitches of full coverage today, so today's and tomorrow's, then I can just come in tomorrow and pick up the eagle. Although things could change. It's happened before. I might decide, no, I'm still going to do, you know. This is the second day that this piece has been out on the frame, so. I've definitely got a new start hankering. And it won't go away. I have a choice of two pieces. I have a round, like an ornament, heaven and earth design, that's called She Sleeps. Or I have a another big piece, which I'm kind of trying not to start, which is the stained glass Lord of the Rings one that I bought for my birthday. Of course, I also have another sort of 8 travel posters, the Lord of the Rings travel poster series. I could start on with one of those, but I think out of these, She Sleeps is the one that's shouting at me the loudest at the moment. So I'll see how long I can resist the urge for. The polar bear being sort of 70% done now. Once that's finished, then I will look at a new start if I can make it that far. I'm quite good with not with resisting the temptation, usually. I have to see how long it lasts though. Feeling's been there for a couple of weeks, so. And stitching a round piece will be quite interesting. I've stitched on rounds before. I think it'd be quite interesting, and it'd make a change from the normal, you know, oblong or square, generally oblong full coverage. Still waiting for my new bars to arrive. They've not turned up just yet. And as soon as I get those, stitching shelf will be on them. You watch, I get a knock on the door through this video now I've said that. next week's, well, I'll have to do a floss tube probably on Monday because I'm a day in the office next week. And that'll take up my Tuesday. And then I'm volunteering at a local food bank on Wednesday, also through work. Which will be nice. Do something different. My organisation encourages us to have at least one volunteer day a year. The last one I did was with well, it's a local place called Thornbury, and it's an animal sanctuary. So cats and dogs, and we did a bit of cleaning and, you know, sorted out a summer area, and what else did we do? And obviously, you know, did some dog walking and what have you. And a couple of times before, I volunteered at a homeless project, helping to provide service users with a hot meal, getting involved with, you know, the preparation and cooking and serving and clearing up. So this year's something different. It's delivering food and collecting food and making up food hampers and parcels and so on. So it'll be good. I think in a time where we can't necessarily afford to give to charitable organisations as we used to, because everybody's feeling the squeeze, if a company allows you the time to go and give your time, I think it's, you know, it's a worthwhile way of, you know, and it's a good way to support organisations that are in need. So Andy and I, as I said, are going filming. I'm going to a place where there's a horse racing track. Although there's no race meeting scheduled for that day, which is a shame, because I'd love to have gone. Never mind, I'll have to save my hat for another day. So I noticed that I put out a couple of Stitch With Me's in the last sort of week, and I've noticed that my Heaven and Earth Stitch With Me's tend to get on a lot better than any other kind. It's probably YouTube algorithm, and when you search for cross-stitching and Haid. Oh, excuse me. Because my videos mention that in the title. It's probably why. And I have a surprising amount of people that watch my videos. I mean, I'm here in the UK, and I must have got people watching in different time zones or in Insomniacs, because I get quite a lot of overnight views on my videos, which I find interesting. I mentioned earlier that middle child has a job. She's gone to work today. Remember on my flash tube a couple of weeks ago I talked about a kit that I'd bought in a shop that sells sort of housewares and stuff. And she went and got herself a job in that shop. And she also got an offer on the same day for another shop. So we've gone from having no job at all to 2 offers in one day, which was quite something. Oh, missed a stitch. So she was up nice and early this morning and out of the house at 5:30, just as I got up. Youngest child has gone to school. And eldest child has gone to her work placement too. Andy's gone to work, and it's just me and the cat, although the cat's not been seen for a while. I fed her this morning, she looked at it, she meowed at me and she wandered off. It's quite funny when when I'm at work I'll be, you know, talking to somebody, and she'll come over to me in the kitchen where I work, and she'll meow at me, purr, rub her head against me, try and meow down the mouthpiece of my headset. And she can be heard on the other end. It causes quite some amusement. I do like a bit of block stitching, it stitches up quite quickly. Let's see, how far have we got now? Already nearly 140 stitches. That's quite good. Not taken long either. That's the advantage of the block stitching. Sounds like I've got a little breeze outside today. Why is that not going through? Oh, it's quite a pop that. So it just got caught through the fibre of the other stitch. Had a few lovely comments the last few days. People commenting on the colours in Envy and how lovely it is. Yes, it is. She's coming out again at the weekend. And it's nice because at the point that I am, it's not confetti. Again, it's blocky like this, which is great. You know, I feel like I'm zooming on when it's not block stitching. I also mentioned in my floss tube that I just found it incredulous that people would dislike a stitching video. I get and I understand my content's not for everyone. Even with my Stitch With Me, some people like both kinds with the music, some people don't. I've had comments that, you know, people do switch off at the music because they prefer the chatty ones. Well, I understand that, and I can't sort of chat my way through every video, unfortunately, because I just don't have enough conversation. I can't sort of sit and mindlessly jabber. I like to have something to talk about, and it's very difficult just to be one person who talks to the camera. So my next question is, how would you feel about just silent videos, you know, just hearing the needle and thread? You know, I understand the music's not for everybody, I understand conversation's not for everybody, but what about, you know, if I did a like ASMR style, just hearing the needle and thread? Is that what people want to see? Let me know your thoughts. But I don't have enough to talk about to chat my way through a Stitch With Me every week. I do find it quite difficult. I'm limited with what I can talk about. I can't, even though I can sort of say about what the kids are doing, I don't talk very much about them. I don't talk about work because of what I do and who I work for. Andy's got his own channel, which speaks for itself. I don't watch much TV. I do watch my sort of my crime YouTubes and things like that, but not. I don't really watch like television or movies or anything like that. I don't know your needle worker. So I don't know. I can't please everybody, but my aim is to try and put content out there that will suit anybody. So you can come to my channel and pick a video and watch it and enjoy it. Come on. And as a result, because I don't have a lot to say very often, oftentimes, these more chatty Stitch With Me's do tend to be a bit shorter. So, still in March, Easter next month, coronation in May. Don't really know if anything's happening in June, but we're having a family holiday in July. Well, 4 of us are. One of the girls has opted not to go, which is fine. I'm quite looking forward to getting away, but I've completely forgotten where we're going. I just said to Andy, just gave him the criteria and said, look, you know, we want to go on a holiday, we want some seaside, this is the kind of accommodation we're looking for. Have a look in the UK and see what we can come up with. And Andy will go off and he'll tap away at his computer, then he'll come back to me and say, I found this and this. What do you think? I think holiday booked. Oh, let's move the camera slightly. We are almost at quota for this piece for today. So as a result, this video is going to end very soon, because I need to change piece. Let's have a look what other comments that I had. Ooh, another floss tuber is doing the Middle Earth map, but apparently she's going to be doing it on 40 count. I couldn't do that, my eyes wouldn't take it. You can only just manage 25. Oh, and lots of you wished Andy a happy birthday, and he was very pleased and asked me to say thank you. He's 39, but he doesn't look a year over 38. A day over 38, should I say. He had a nice birthday. He spent it doing what he loves. Went out for a meal as a family and spent some quality time together. Oh, excuse me. And the girls made him have it with balloons as well. Right. So, 40 minutes in, and we're about at an end, because this piece has now reached its quota for today. So that's my 500 full coverage stitches on this, although you've not seen them all. I did fill in this part here, a little bit here, and obviously you've seen me fill in this section and then start on that, but that's done me 500 stitches for today. So as ever, thank you for watching and taking the time to spend some time with me today. If you do have any comments, do pop them down below, but as I've said before, they are all being moderated because of spam bots. But other than that, take care, happy stitching, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on a FlossTube next week. I think if I do put this one out this week. If not, FlossTube's usually on a Tuesday, Stitch With Me's on a Thursday and Friday, or Thursday and Saturday, depending on when Andy does them. But yeah, thanks for watching, take care, happy stitching, bye bye for now.